Hi guys, we are back with more Americans on to episode 11 called, I can't pronounce that, Dyatkovo. I shouldn't have bothered, should I? The end of the last episode with the pictures from Pastor Tim that Paige took. It was just showing bits and pieces on the screen. Abuse, psychological abuse, sexual abuse, saying he needs to save a soul, all of that. What the fuck's wrong with this dude? I don't even know where to start. I'm just going to get on with the episode and see the fallout from her parents as to what they're going to think from what they've just seen. So let's go, episode 11.
Chris says we're supposed to hear from St. Edward's in the next week or two.
He doesn't like this.
So, are you going to let me go, or what?
I think you should. What's the worst can happen? He wants a good education.
Henry, fine by me.
Good. Good.
Thanks, Dad.
While you're busy being a spy, you're still parents, and parents are meant to want better things for their children than for them. He has the opportunity to do that here. I know this song. Oh, this is weird. It's about the war and fallen soldiers. That's nuts. It's obviously very famous. It was covered by Deanna and Kudanova. It's on my channel. That I'm watching something that's Russian, and the only Russian song we've had in the whole series, and I know it. If I remember when it comes around to doing the YouTube edit for this episode, I will try to put up a link for it to the Deanna and
How are things
Kudanova
going
version,
with Dolores?
if I remember.
What about your pastor?
Paige is open to finding a new place for him.
He's a nut job.
It's very good news.
He's going to cause a huge rift.
The center thinks they might have found a woman named Anna Mikhailovna Prokopchuk,
Really?
who they've been looking for years. She personally shot hundreds of our boys.
Oh.
Prisoners.
Where is she?
Newton, Massachusetts. She's been living
Fled.
under the name of Natalie Granholm since the 50s.
Yeah, she's fled.
But we're not sure it's her.
They can't find any exit documents matching the maiden name she used when she came to America.
That's
The
going to
center
be
wants
pretty
you to find out
difficult to
everything you can.
recognize
We'll
her
make sure
from
it's for her
that,
before we do anything.
isn't it? I mean, we might stand a chance today with the algorithms and the AI technology that we have that can age a photograph and show you what the person would look like now. But in the fucking mid-80s, no. All you've got to go off is, does that person look like them grown up? That's all to go on.
I looked into what you asked me about. The center did harvest and weaponize the Lassa virus she recovered from William. They named it Variant V.
У тебя такой вид, как будто от тебя жена передумала уходить. Это можно по нем.
Допрашивал только что одного. По 70-й статье идет. Что-то по делу говорит. Мне ли не знать. Придется его сербского определять.
To a mental ward? Really?
Молчал бы он себе в тряпочку.
And that's what happens if you open your mouth in Russia. You end up in a straitjacket. Or a ball in your head. People today, the younger generation today, have no concept of this. I was speaking to someone in their 20s about 3 or 4 days ago, and I happened to mention I was watching this show, this series, and I said it's about the Cold War and about communist Russia. And not only did they not know anything about it, their first word was, "What's communism?" Sign of the times. What the hell are they teaching them in school these days? All right, rant over.
If he gets in, he'll be there for a couple of months. Back home. And gone for another couple of months and back home again.
That's the way it works. You've got to let them find their own way. I know it's a different situation with Paige, but she forced the issue with that. She never played detective and opened this can of worms, opened this Pandora's box that she is now a part of.
What does it do?
It delivers mail.
That is so cool.
It would have been cool to see that in the 80s. Yeah. They were so wrong. This woman is definitely not living above her means. It's to be expected for where she is.
Сосисок купила?
Говорил с кем-нибудь?
Ага. С кассиршей.
Ты домой?
She's got something to hide. She ain't revealing it.
Жене купите что-нибудь?
Издеваешься? Жен к хорошему приучать нельзя. А то потом что я буду делать?
There was this whole computer room with humongous computers in it, too.
Really?
Nobody can hear you when you're in there.
What do you mean?
Well,
He's giving them intel here without even realising it.
people can't listen into your conversations.
That's why it's called a vault.
Nah, me and Stan stopped off at Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Really? Well, that's thanks to your little pen fiasco. As to why they now have a secure vault. How in the frick are you supposed to tell if that's her?
I think it looks like her.
Yeah, but so could 1,000 other people.
Matthew certainly isn't cut out for it.
He could clean up and go straight when he gets older.
You think Paige wanted us to see those photos?
I don't know.
No, I don't.
She already told us.
Not inviting at all.
Фомина сидит за этим столом.
It's all just form. Jesus.
Может быть, другой секретарш.
Она в нем ходила, я видел. Фомина.
Что-нибудь еще заметили?
Подарки иногда и носит. Большие коробки какие-то. Она их уносит домой.
I'm as curious as they are right now. She's very good at hiding it. Oh. That is a ledger.
Олег Игоревич.
Yeah, we've got some here, dude.
Где вы это нашли?
Прямо там. Даже не была заперта.
Yeah, that's weird. That wasn't in
Her
the lock
husband,
drawer. It was
he's
the
an
one above it.
ophthalmologist. They have 2 daughters. One lives in Portland, Oregon, the other in Boston.
She's made a nice life for herself.
Well, she's never going to admit it, is she?
How did we find her?
Turns out she was in a hospital in Germany getting treatment for a venereal disease. We didn't know it until last year.
The FBI is basically, I can't explain it to you, Henry, because I don't trust you.
You don't trust me?
You are the greatest kid in the world, but I have to think of you like you could be a spy.
Trust,
That's what the FBI is
but
like.
verify. The old Russian proverb.
So, are you allowed to trust anybody?
Some people trust their wives.
After you verified things.
I didn't trust mine.
Учетную книгу мою взяли, значит.
Not interested.
Речь идет об очень...
Мы понимаем, не вы это затеяли, вы работаете на Кириллова.
Ничего сложного там нет.
Вот и прекрасно. Будете сотрудничать со следствием.
Then you'll only get 30 years in prison.
Подпишите чистосердечное признание.
Я вела учет для своего начальника.
So he was doing as you told.
Как ваш начальник и его приспешники используют свое служебное положение в целях личного обогащения?
Вы понятия не имеете, о чем сейчас говорите.
Have we got the wrong end of the fucking stick here?
Мы же с вами по-хорошему разговариваем. И мы прекрасно понимаем, что вы не просто...
Вам светит
15 years.
лет 15 за решеткой.
Послушайте, вся страна так существует.
Yeah, that's the problem,
Только так люди и выживают.
isn't it?
Думаете, вы сильнее КГБ?
Это только вы
That's what she's telling
себя
you,
в КГБ считаете, что вы выше этого.
and you're not.
У вас ведь все есть. Поэтому вы можете себе
Doesn't
позволить
mean they don't exist.
быть белыми и пушистыми.
it's like a cancer that's in the veins of your very country and way of life.
I think it looks like her.
Think,
don't you?
Being the operative word here.
Maybe, but I want to be sure before.
Yeah.
Valentina Ivankova, she's a reporter.
Any reason they're moving her?
I don't know.
Did you take any kind of special interest in her in the last few months?
Not really. She's the same with him like with everyone.
Just keep noticing stuff, just like that.
Okay.
Just bits of information for now.
And how about that guy Gennady? Have you seen him again?
Yes, I like him even more. You know, he was a very big hockey player. Doesn't think he's too important.
Well, good.
He's not big-headed.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Love the way they talk. When they speak English, it's just no other country, no other language speaks English the way they do. It's hard to put into words. There's too much of this just follow orders crap. Another country would want far more evidence than it looks like her. And it's hard to tell when somebody's older. They can look completely innocent.
Not one sound.
I don't have much money.
So she gives away any sort of tell.
In my purse in the kitchen. What do you want?
The truth.
Anna Mikhailovna Prokopchuk.
Who?
You tell us.
I don't know what to say. I don't know who this person is.
She's you.
My name is Natalie Granham. I don't know this person.
Where are you from?
Yeah, give us details.
Sevsk.
You're lying.
About what?
Everything.
You were born in Dyatkovo.
No. No, I was born in Sevsk. It wasn't that far from where I grew up. Lived in this house for 25 years.
You're a traitor. You betrayed your own people.
No, never.
You slaughtered your own people.
That's not true.
Young boys, you have the blood of over 1,000 soldiers on your hands.
No. I'm Natalia Konina. I'm from Sevsk.
You know what you are? You're a monster.
Went a bit hard there, didn't you, a bit, Liz?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were trying to force it out of her. It's not going to work.
You believe her.
I don't know. I can't say whether it is or it isn't her. We don't have enough to go off. We don't even know, as far as I'm aware, because they haven't mentioned it, what this woman's original date of birth is. None of her documents match, because if it truly is her, all evidence of it will be erased, other than torturing this woman. And even that is completely unreliable, because eventually somebody hits their pain threshold and they'll tell you anything that you want to hear. So, I don't know.
You think she's changed?
Yeah, no, no. She's still guilty of what she did. But if it isn't, this poor woman's not guilty of anything. There's Nazis that are still done as war criminals in their 70s and their 80s and their 90s because they had enough proof to know it was them. We don't have that here.
It's all true what you said. I'm Anna Prokopchuk from Dyatkovo. I betray my country. I betray my people. Friends, neighbors, I kill them all.
Now then.
Sit down.
You just got off those details wrong.
I worked with the Nazis.
Where?
Where?
Where did you murder them?
In Dyatkovo.
Where?
I don't remember.
Know, do you?
It was far away a long time ago.
You would remember.
I can't remember.
That's enough for me. It's
No,
not her.
please! Don't hurt him!
I think you need to walk. Report back.
Scream, you'll die here.
Then it ain't her.
You want money? There's more upstairs.
They're not here for money. When we met after the war, they're here because of the war. They want to know.
This is a difficult one, because I'm still not entirely convinced either way. when you ask somebody specifics and they can't give you them, are they lying purposely or do they really not know?
Natalie, what's happening?
Dyatkovo. I'm from Dyatkovo.
You're from Sevsk.
I use a shovel, pail. We threw them in like garbage.
At gunpoint. So you weren't really a sympathiser, were you? If that's what you're saying.
I didn't know anything about the world. They let me leave.
Why?
There was no reason.
No, there's a reason.
It made any sense. They gave me food.
Some punishments are
I
worse
was
than death.
helpless. They gave me so much to drink. Could barely stand up.
The first time?
That I shot them. Soviet prisoners.
Natalie.
I couldn't say.
I know who you are, Natalie. I know you. Don't do this. Please don't do this. Don't.
Please. Прости, мама, прости,
Wait, whatever happened way back
No.
then. You can't do this. You can't do this.
Please.
You can't.
No, John! John!
Fucking hell. Well, looks like we got the truth in the end. Honestly, man, this series is so underrated just with the performances that we get on screen like that. Nothing to be said.
I want to get out of here. We should just go. I mean it.
You're finally there, are you?
Let's go home.
Damn, that was an impactful 15-20 minutes there. As I was just saying in commentary, it's a shame that more people don't watch this show because the level of performances and acting and the way in which it's been directed and the pauses and the silences, none of it feels acted, none of it feels forced. It feels like you're watching a damn documentary from 40 years ago as to what took place. So Elizabeth is now at that point. I want to go home. That's the final straw. That's brought the camel's back. I'm just done. I'm assuming she means home, as in their original home. That was very impactful. I mean, they were leading us for quite a while there of what they expected the viewer to question, the same as them. Is it really her? Isn't it her? We don't have enough to go off. But as soon as the husband turned up, it took a total different direction. I'm a 100% sure it was her. No. 85. But enough to leave the two of them in their own pool of blood. See, not everything's James Bond, is it, with spy work? It just isn't. I think I'll leave it at that. That was a bit of a gut punch, wasn't it? I will be back with episode 12 next. Very interesting that we got that Russian song at the beginning of the episode that I was freaking out about because I knew I can't speak Russian, nor can I understand someone singing Russian. But you know the flow, you know the tempo, you know the melody, and I knew it instantly within 2 bars that it was a song that Diana Unkudnova has covered, that I've covered on my channel. So if for some reason I forget in edit when I cut this, because obviously this originally gets posted to Patreon, which you can check the link in the description if you don't want to watch any uncut episodes. Nice plug there. And then it goes to YouTube at a later date. So I hope I remember, but if for some reason I don't, please go check it out. It's worth it. I don't know what precisely is the story and the theme behind it, but I think it's pretty obvious why they put it in here, that it's to do with the war and soldiers being lost. That was a tough watch. Right then, I will see you for episode 12 next. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will join you for the next one. Take care.